Hi, guys. This is Kevin, the Bible artist, and I just wanted to share a few big picture reactions to the first three episodes of Amazon's House of David series. It was a lot of fun. I'm excited to talk about it. Now, if you want a more detailed recap of the events of each episode with links to the biblical passages, as well as more specific praise and critiques and analysis of the key themes, you can find all of that on my blog. I've got posts on each episode. I'll also be doing a discussion of episodes 1 to 3 here on YouTube on Monday at 9 p.m. With my friend Victor. But until then, these are just my big picture initial thoughts. Biggest takeaway, I thought it was a really promising start for House of David, both as a biblical adaptation and as a TV show. The show is quite accurate both to the details of the biblical stories that it is adapting and the overall larger themes and ideas of the book of Samuel. It also doesn't shy away from aspects of the biblical stories that might seem problematic to some modern viewers, like the prophet Samuel hacking King Agag to death. Although the show does find creative ways to contextualize these moments so that they make sense emotionally and dramatically. More generally speaking, House of David feels like real television. The production value is high with only a few elements that feel weak. The acting is strong across the board. The action is intense, and the storytelling is layered and generally well structured. I also really appreciate that House of David presents an approach to Bible adaptation that is distinct from The Chosen. As much as I love The Chosen, I don't want to see a bunch of copycat Bible shows trying to ape its formula. Different biblical stories call for different approaches. And so House of David quite wisely embraces a more kind of mythic tone that is almost reminiscent of fantasy epics like Lord of the Rings or Dune. And it's really engaging in doing that. To that end, all the adventure and the supernatural elements that are in the book of Samuel, those things really get emphasized and explored in even greater depth. So far, the characters that I'm most interested in, I'm actually kind of surprised by. King Saul, that's not too big of a surprise. He's a really complex character in Samuel, but actually Queen Ahinoam, his wife, she's a surprise interest character. Eliab, David's older brother, is also really interesting. These are characters who are given some complex tensions that make them intriguing to watch. There are also a few just kind of pure villains that you just love to hate, like Saul's feckless younger son Eshbal, and one of Saul's twisted spies, Doeg the Edomite. Strangely enough, David is the only character that I didn't really connect a whole lot with, and not so much because of Michael Iskander's performance as the lack of space for him to really give us a lot of insight into how he's processing some of the unfolding events, and also for him to kind of experience real growth and change. I'm hopeful, though, that as the show continues, these things will change and we'll get to see David become more active and kind of vocalize what's going on inside of him instead of just kind of hearing him sing in Hebrew, which the music is beautiful, but it doesn't really give us a lot of insight into his interior character. Okay, so those are some of my biggest takeaways, but like I said, I have way more stuff to say about these episodes, so please check in on the blog and keep an eye out for my upcoming debrief with Victor. Until then, though, Godspeed.